lies.
What is he lying about?
Everything. You wanted to my best friend. You were in the hot tub together. Cameron, is that true or is it not?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our reviews. Today, we're just going to talk about the Emily, Brennan, maybe Claire, and Cameron debacle, all things that's going on in Married at First Sight. But once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. We saw Emily and Brennan up first this week on Married at First Sight, and they're going back and forth talking about their relationship and how it was mixed feelings in the relationship, how they both had interactions with each other's best friends. I don't know if I was watching Married at First Sight or Wife Swap, right? Doesn't know what was going on here, but there was a lot of accusations thrown back and forth between Emily and Brennan. One of the biggest ones was that Brennan tried to sleep with Emily's best friend, Lily.
You wanted to have sex with Lily. You DM'd Claire's friend the night in the hot tub when you said the same night you wanted to move in with me. And then you called Cam to go on a double date, which then wasn't only just affecting me, it was affecting our friend.
I also want to clarify, who is Lily?
My ex.
Lily, her ex-best friend. I guess she became the ex-best friend when she tried to sleep with your husband. Now here, you saw Brennan's face. He didn't deny any of that. He denied the Lily situation. He didn't deny the fact that he didn't text Claire's best friend. But who knows? Maybe their relationship was over at that point. I can't remember what part of the hot tub or when it was in the hot tub and what scene it was in the hot tub that he was texting friends. But nonetheless, I had a question, and I asked Jack this, like, what woman do you know that says, look, your husband is trying to sleep with your best friend, and you don't go off on the husband, or you don't make any comments to him? Because later on, Emily brings that she never told Brennan about that she knew about Lily. Why not? Right? Wouldn't you say, hey, by the way, I heard you are going out with my friend Lily. You know that's wrong, because she brought up the double date situation. You had no problem bringing up the double date, so you're not going to bring up that he's sleeping with your friend or trying to sleep with your friend. That's why I don't get the fact. I don't understand the Lily situation. I think she's lying about the Lily situation. Had he probably talked to Lily, sure, they might have had a conversation, but I don't think he tried to sleep with Lily or tried to be involved with Lily like that. Not in this process, right? This process is wide open. This process is weird. But Brittany came back when he had the opportunity to say, look, I didn't try to sleep with Lily, not at all, but you're the one who tried to sleep with my best friend, and not only sleep with my best friend, you're the one who hooked up with the Australian.
Unsubstantiated rumors. You actually tried to make out with my best friend, but then you got caught lying about making out with someone at the bar.
What are we doing here? They try to make out with each other's best friend. She got caught lying. She didn't deny. And she was like, oh, you knew about the Australian. He said, yeah, because I asked you like multiple times. You didn't want to tell me about the Australian, but you finally did because I kept bugging you. Like, you don't want to be married, right? He talks about how he wanted to check out after week 2. Like, after the honeymoon, he was ready to check out. But she said, well, if you divorce me, you're going to make my life a living heck. And I kind of believe that a little bit, right? I believe she does that, or she did do that. At this point, like, there's nothing. I believe I believe him on both sides. As a man, all she has to say, she can verbally say a lot of stuff, and it would destroy his character. It would destroy his reputation. Remember, Brennan wanted to be everything to be perfect on camera and on screen, right? Which is why he made her delete the diary cam. So if he says, you know what, after 2 weeks, I'm gonna break up with you, I'm sure she was gonna go in on him, right? She was gonna go in on him and do what she did on the show. Like, Kevin, you don't believe us? Why don't you believe us? You got to believe us. That's privilege. Because you're a woman, he has to believe you. And that's what Brennan was talking about. He knew that what kind of behavior she was going to display if he broke it off, if he broke up with it. She was going to show them. And I'm not saying Brennan is innocent in none of this, right? He had his dirt. He was controlling. He was manipulative, right? He didn't treat her well at the beginning. But they were all in cahoots. You can't be in cahoots and cry victim when it doesn't go your way. You wanted to you didn't want him to be his authentic true self. If he was his authentic true self, you would have seen who he was, and it would have been okay. So you got a representation of who he was and made you somehow think that he likes you. He didn't like you. He said, I wasn't attracted to you after the second week. You showed this guy something that made him not attracted to you. Your friends at the reception, he said, told me that about her one night stands and her behavior and all the things that she did. And I'm like, I'm not attracted to that. And that's fine. You could be a beautiful person, gorgeous, drop down, but your behavior, your attitude could be nasty, and people don't want to be attracted to you. And I think that's where Brennan was at with her. Again, you making out with Australian guys. You're married. You're cheating. I did a video on that. Y'all need to check that one out about Brennan, about her and the Australian guy. What did I say about you? And you said, well, at that time, my relationship was over. No, you're still married. Y'all were still in the process. You were still on the show. It was still a process that was going on. You were still working on it. Y'all had hit the reset button. You cheated on him. And then you try to make up a double date situation where everyone says that it was after the fact. It wasn't true. Cameron took the fall for that. So at this, what are we doing here, right? So again, Brennan then goes on to talk to Emily. You know, Emily again goes on to talk about Brennan, how Brennan was a 6.5 and she was a 9.
One time.
I mean, if that makes you sleep at night, sure.
Emily,
Who wouldn't want to make out with me? I'm sorry.
This is the delusion. So did I tell you straight up to your face off camera, you are an attractive person. I'm just not attracted to you.
You are an attractive person. I'm just not attracted to you. And she goes on and said, well, I'm a 9 and you're a 6.5. Well, if you're a 9, why are you going to keep lowering yourself to be with a 6.5? Go with other 9s, right? You're mad that a 6.5 doesn't want you? Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. And this is the problem. She used to having one night stands. She used to hooking up with guys. She's used to not being in a serious relationship. She used to, for guys telling her she's beautiful, she's lovely, so they can get the goodies, the cookies, right? And he didn't want the cookies. He didn't want the goodies. He didn't want to kiss you. He didn't want to make out with you. He didn't want to do anything with you because she didn't know how to handle it because that's what she used to. And so when you're not getting what you used to, what you equate with love and people liking you, she felt some type of way. Anger steps in, regret steps in, being mad steps in because he didn't do what you were used to doing. And she didn't really understand, nor will she get it, that stuff got you on Married at First Sight in the first place because you was never in a serious relationship. Dudes was just hitting and quitting. And you wanted to be married. This is your first serious relationship. And you expected him to be all over you and be with you. He wasn't attracted to you. Not because you wasn't pretty, but because of your behavior. And you're displaying it and you're showing that he's right. And then you break down and you're crying. And it should have been me. All that. Like, have some self-worth. Right? If he admits that he doesn't want you, let it be. Y'all played the game. You got burnt. You played with fire and she got burnt. At least Brennan eventually apologized for his behavior in this show. He apologized to Emily. She didn't accept it. She didn't want it. Like, it's too late. And I'm not telling her she had to accept it. But the man tried to be genuine at this point. He tried to come clean. Because if you look at it, he apologized to everybody. He apologized to Dr. Pepper, Pastor Cal, he even apologized to Dr. Pia. Right? And you know how they beef on the show. They have issues. He said, you know what? I was wrong. I was controlling. Yes, I was. I apologize. So he was doing his apology fest, and she wasn't willing to accept his apology. And she saw him apologize to everybody else. It was genuine. It was real. But she came on there had an axe to grind. She was vindictive. She was acting childish, privileged, right? She was acting privileged. Y'all can read into it what you want to read into it. She was acting privileged. Like, they needed to listen to her. And she even goes in on Kevin Frazier, and I'm going to do another video on that. Like, why go in on Kevin, right? If you notice, and I'm not, she's only went in on those people that don't look like her. Leave it that way. Why go in on them? She went in on Keisha Knight Pulliam. She went in on Kevin Frazier. She went in on Dr. Pia. These are people not going to hurt you. They're not trying to harm you. These people are asking questions about your behavior that you displayed. The behavior she displayed. So at the end of the day, I think Brennan made the right choice. Emily made the right choice. Get over it. Then Brennan tells her that he has someone else. Oh, she's like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, good. Hey, he's healing. He got somebody else. You are still worried about Brennan, and you can't get anybody else. You and the women are healing together. And the best advice Dr. P told her was, y'all need to heal individually, not collectively, individually, because you wasn't in this thing. You was in this thing together, but every person was married to an individual person, and you need to heal on your own. So, hey, you guys leave your thoughts leave a comment in the comment section below about Brennan and Emily. Who's at fault, right? Emily, Brennan, both of them at fault. Let me know. Comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Again, was one of the worst seasons of Married at First Sight. I think they're decent people. Some of them may be good people, but what they were trying to do to deceive, connive, manipulate the viewers, the experts, it didn't work out because they made themselves look just as bad as if they would have not tried to do it at all. So again, hit the comment section, leave a comment in the comment section below, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for rocking with us, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.